Hello, and welcome to ASMR Galaxy. My name is Jaxson Galaxy, and today's video will be a basic introduction to mindfulness meditation. I know there are many stigmas around meditation, a lot of hype, and a lot of misconceptions about it. And while there are many different types of meditation, the simple act of being in control of your mind is not mystical or magical in any way. And I have found it to be extraordinarily beneficial to my life, and encourage anybody interested to check it out. There's plenty of apps, there's plenty of websites, there's plenty of other videos here on YouTube that can help you facilitate such a thing if you want to look into it further. But for now, I'm going to give you my take on approaching it, and hopefully it will help you relax a little bit. The main idea for mindfulness meditation is just to be mindful of the present. It seems incredibly simple, but it is, of course, very hard to do. Mark Twain was quoted with saying, "I have suffered a great many injustices in my life, but most of them never happened." I feel like that's an appropriate quote to bring up at this moment, because it is a great illustration of how ruminating on certain thoughts, how thinking the same negative thoughts can have a profound negative impact in your life. And for the vast majority of the time that those types of thoughts are just rolling on replay in your head, you're not even aware of it a significant portion of the time. And simply taking a moment to take a breath, to take a step back, to just look at what's happening in your own mind, to be able to know that you as an identity is not built into the things that you think. They're just thoughts, right? It's just your brain's chemistry keeping your brain working in the background. You don't have to identify with every or any thoughts in your mind. And that's an important lesson that I feel like is so simple that it gets overlooked in a huge portion of the population. So hopefully this video finds you well. In mindfulness meditation, it's very common to focus on the breath. There's nothing special about the breath. It's just that it's always with you. It's always something that you have that you can look at to take you out of your own mind and bring you back into the present moment of reality. As I've mentioned in other videos, I have ADHD, and this skill alone has helped me more than just about any other skill I could think of. For me, mindfulness was the missing link, the one main puzzle piece between durable happiness, understanding that failure is not a durable state, and so many other lessons. So hopefully this introduction to it will put you on a path that if you want to be someone who is simply more mindful, hopefully this will provide that first step. Now you may be wondering, when does the practice begin? What do we actually do? What is my goal? What do I focus on? And to those things, I would say that is a bit of a trap to get caught in thinking like that. Simply realizing that you're watching a YouTube video could be enough to help pull you back into reality. I once heard, I believe it was Tim Ferriss quoting somebody else, so I don't know who said the original quote, but returning to the breath is the bicep curl of meditation. So periodically throughout the day, just come back to the breath. Take a deep breath. and it will center you back in reality, as long as you're paying attention to it. Again, it doesn't have to be breath. It could be anything. It could be the sensation of a breeze going across your skin, or a flavor, or something that you're looking at, a sound, a conversation. Literally anything that exists can bring you back into realizing existence is a thing that exists. It's a bit circular. Perhaps it's better to just say that not getting lost in your own mind is a profoundly useful skill. Being able to take a step back from a situation of anger or a situation of sadness, or really any negative or positive or neutral or boring emotion, you can always return to the present. You can always take a look around and notice that for you, in these moments, is anything really that bad? If it is, of course, once you've established that, then you can go take care of those things. And that's perhaps one of the greatest benefits of mindfulness, is that it allows you to focus and pick out the things that truly matter, the things that will actually advance forward your day or put you in a position of happiness, of joy, or of contentment. And again, there isn't anything special about any of this, which is why it's so remarkable that for at least me personally and many other people that I know, these types of lessons are just simply overlooked. Sometimes you'll find hints of them in more traditional educational settings, but in the vast majority of cases, the simple act of being able to take a breath and come back to present reality is very useful. So while technically there is no difference between the starting or the ending of a meditation practice, allotting a specific period of time to functionally practice is still quite useful. So in that spirit of things, let's begin the meditation. Leave your eyes open for now, as you can meditate at any time, eyes open or eyes closed. For now, we're just going to start by listening. Just listen to the world around you as though it were music. That was a phrase by Alan Watts, who went on to say that the easiest way to slip into a meditative state is to start by listening. In that way, you don't have to identify any of the sounds that you hear. Any sound that you recognize, your brain will automatically label for you. You don't have to say to yourself, oh, that is a car going by. You will just automatically know, if you recognize it, what sound is what. And maybe just take a moment to ponder how strange of an experience that truly is. Now that we've just been listening to the world around us for a moment, we're going to slightly change our experience of perception by closing our eyes, still maintaining the posture of simply listening to the world around you. Now that our eyes are closed, is that experience different in some way? the visual field is still there. Your visual field is always still present. Your brain will constantly try to fill in little moments of that visual field. Some people see them as dancing colors, or almost like little fairy sprites, floating around, dropping glitter of different colors. My personal experience is mostly just washes of gradient colors on black. That phenomenon is called a phosphene, and it's one of the curiosities of consciousness. You may open your eyes now if you wish. If you'd like to leave them closed, that's perfectly acceptable too. And we listen to the world around us. It's hard not to imagine some of those sounds. Some people talk to themselves in their own head. Some people visualize objects. Other people visualize words. Some people can't visualize anything at all. None of that really matters. The only thing that matters is that you become aware that you're drifting off, that you're not in the present. And with one simple in-breath and a gentle out-breath, you can return back to the present moment. Now, a significant portion of people at this point don't believe that anything is happening. And that is probably true for some people. Some people are just more naturally attuned to staying in the present. But recent research has shown that the actual gray matter inside the brain, the actual structure and connectivity of the brain, changes when you meditate. If you've ever wondered why dogs just seem to be happy all the time, some people speculate that it's because their theory of mind is less complex. They don't get caught up worrying about things in the future or remembering times they were embarrassed in the past. Dogs are really good at staying in the moment and generally seem quite happy as creatures. And it might be worth trying to take some of that skill into our own lives. Now, for this final portion of the exercise here, we're again going to close our eyes and simply listen to the world around us. Take a deep breath if it helps. Garner a position of focus and relaxation. Simply listen to the world around you, my voice included. And with our eyes closed, the final thing I'd like to add is that if you are capable of doing so, listen to the thoughts inside your own head alongside listening to the world around you. It's so easy to make these two separate experiences seem like they're two distinct, separated worlds. But in reality, it's all just happening in the moment. Your mind is thinking of things, your ears are hearing things. And you, as a creature, are breathing in and out. And with that, we will end this exercise. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to watch this YouTube video, to spend your time with me. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please like and consider subscribing. Consider the notification bell if that's something you'd like to do. And we do have a Patreon linked in the description down below to help us fund this channel. Maybe get a new microphone, one that I don't have to hold on to. So with that exercise, I'd like to have you take part of it with you throughout the day, just at any point in the day. Could be a time of stress. Maybe you're bored sitting in traffic. Maybe you're waiting for a YouTube video to load and your internet's being frustrating. Just take a moment, take a breath, come back to the present moment, present reality, and just see how that feels to do that in that moment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.